Hi guys, and welcome back to Pretty Funny Looking. I'm Paulina Brusca, and that's not really how you say my name. It's just Brusca. I don't know why I go Brusca. I have to feel like I'm special. Anyway, I'm Paulina Brusca, and in this video, I am going to show you how to do a full face of makeup using one product and no brushes or smooshes or anything. This is basically if you're stuck on a desert island and you only have one piece of makeup that you can bring with you, what would it be? The reason I want to do this video, and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you what I use, how to do it, and if you stick around to the end, you'll see the final look. The reason I want to do this video is because there's a makeup artist by the name of Scott Barnes, who is the longtime makeup artist of J.Lo. And he confirmed for me in an interview I saw or in a demo I saw that you don't need as many makeup products as they make you think you need. He talked about a time when he had been on a trip with Jennifer Lopez and they lost all their luggage and his millions of brushes and millions of makeup products, and there was like one CVS on the island or like a hotel lobby gift product, and he went and he bought one product and he was able to basically take care of everything. And I always knew that was true, and also the product that I'm going to show you has actually worked better for me as I've gotten older than some of my millions of products, which are right behind me. Let's see if I can show you real quick. I mean, look at how much makeup I have. I mean, that's just some of my makeup. That's not even all of it. Fred actually said to me once that I should get an award from the World Makeup Authority for how much makeup I have. Everything has makeup on it. Everything. And I'm not a fancy person. I just like to make art on faces with stuff. So here we go. This is the product that I use. Now look, I'm not going to have an eyeliner, I'm not going to have eyebrows, I'm not going to have lashes, but you can still look pretty damn good. And I can even show you the photos of a girl whose photos I did before the virus with pretty much this technique, using my fingers. And before I took pictures of her early in the shoot with just this look. It's a little bit ethereal. Okay. So this is what it is. This is a e.l.f. cream contour palette. You can basically use any product that you like. Use a foundation palette or use a contour palette, but it's got to be cream. That's my one caveat, because if you get it in powder, first of all, for my age group, I'm 56. My age group, the more creamy products you can use, the better. The more lotion you can put into your products, the better. The more moisture into your skin, the better. The more powder you use, the more it's going to show up your lines, your creasy lines. I look a little shiny right now because I have shit tons of coconut oil on, because I did a video earlier on coconut oil. So let me show you how I use this one product to basically get a full look. I was going to say most of you probably have dark eyelashes and dark brows, so we are going to groom this a little bit, but otherwise we're going to use this for everything. So let's start off, and I'm using my fingers because it's just me, and also even when I do a client, my hands are always clean and sanitary, and I decant the product, meaning I scoop it out of the professional kit that I would use, and I put it onto a palette so that it's not transferring germs from one person to another. Anyway, that's a whole professional thing. So let me start off. I'm going to start off by doing my under eyes. Now this is a little yellow for under my eyes, but again, if I'm stranded on a desert island and I can only bring one product with me, and actually, I'll be honest with you, Thanksgiving, I was in a rush to get ready because my kids backed up when we had to be at their house. And this is what I did. I did it in the Uber on the way over. And when I got there, Daniela said, "Oh, you look really cute." And I was like, I only use one product. Okay, so under my eyes, I did a little bit. This is this color. This is the first one. And I'm going to put that on as an eyeshadow base also. And I'm going to pat it in. Don't rub. I know I keep rubbing my eyes in the video, and it's because I'm having problems with my bad eye. Have I whined to you guys about my paralysis? This side of my face is paralyzed. I had Bell's palsy in 2012, which is 8 years ago. And this side of my face never went back, which is why my channel is called Pretty Funny Looking, because I'm funny and I'm pretty and I'm pretty funny looking. Now you know. I'm having some trouble with this right eye right now. Anyway, do not pull your eyes. Try and pat as much as possible. Now that I've put on this lightest color around my eyes and here in my shadow, the W.C. Fields nose is coming out, the red nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this also to cover up any redness. The thing you want to achieve with your face when you're doing a face of makeup is you want to get as blank a palette as possible. You want to cover up as many variations as possible. So go light to start. So I'm going to go this. Now again, I didn't use a primer today because I did a video on coconut oil, so I have tons and tons and tons of coconut oil on my face. So I don't really need I don't need a primer right now. So I'm going to go ahead and in here. I'm going to let that bake a little bit, and then I'm going to come back out. Now I'm going to go up here where I have some redness, just sort of start to tone that in. The big problem I have is the redness on my nose, especially when I'm flushed. I don't know, do any of you have that problem, or am I the only one in the world with the red nose? My cheeks are a little hot. My cheeks are a little red. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm not flushed. I guess I'm going to be a little flushed. But I'm going to go in and take out some of that redness. I don't like peachy, reddy, orangey tones. Well, I guess not orangey. I like really the neutral tones. So let me go in and get a little here. Also, when I was younger and I used to do full coverage, I literally would do a full face of... Oh, I know why I'm all red. I just blew dry my hair. That's why it's all red. When I was younger, I would do a full face of Clinique foundation, and then a full face of powder, and then more foundation on top. Oh my gosh, I must have looked like a freaking porcelain doll. So that's why I'm red. I just remembered. My ears are red because I just did my hair. Okay, now I don't feel so bad. Okay, so this is not full coverage, but just using my fingers, patting it in. I basically have a half decent coverage. All right. Still, I have because I'm hot. Maybe I'm under the lights. Honey, can you throw on the air conditioner? Oh no, don't, because then it'll make noise. Never mind. All right, so we'll just keep going. Flatten that out a bit. Look in the mirror. Okay. All right. So now I have that pretty much done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little contouring. Now you don't have to just use one color or the other. Use your eyes and use your judgment. Now I'm going to contour a little. Over here, it's okay if you pull a little bit because it's not as delicate as the skin around your eyes. So I'm going to contour a little bit over here. That's a little high. You can see I'm contouring right here, right there. We'll contour a little more over here. Still using one product in case you think I'm lying. This product retails for about $8. If you go on elfcosmetics.com, sometimes you can get it for $6. Now again, do not pull your eyes the way you pull your skin over here. This skin's a lot tougher. So I'm in here, I'm contouring. I'm going to contour the sides of my nose a little tiny bit. I know I said I was going to do the sides of my nose, and I went right back and did my cheeks. I'm going to do a little bit. Now, I have to do this delicately because this can, all of a sudden, you look like a freak if you overdo it on the sides of your nose with the contouring. All right, so a little contouring on the sides of the nose. You have to be careful because you don't want to get in here, your labia folds, or whatever it's called. Maybe it's not your labia. Isn't that your vagina? Nasal, labial, whatever they're called. Those folds right there. So, and a little more white on the center of my nose. Sometimes I see these girls that have gone absolutely insane with the contouring and they look fake. All right, so a little more over here on my cheeks. And then I'm going to contour a little around my jawline just to make it look like I'm a little thinner. And I keep just checking the different colors going back and forth. So far I'm okay with this look. And I'm going to switch to my eyes. Now I like this for the base of my lid. I can just go in and take the two darker colors, go in and do the base of my lid. The way, if any of you have hooded lids, this is basically what you're going to do with a hooded lid. Anyway, so now I have some eyeshadow. I'm going to go in. Actually, I need to change hands. Just use my little pinky. Obviously, I have clean hands. Don't lick my fingernails. I was gardening yesterday. I repotted all of my little succulents. I repotted my new aloe plants. That's it. That's it. That's what my eye is getting. A little more on the darker one. Now this eye is a little weird because it's different shape, but I persevere. A little more of this. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to mix these two colors. We're up here. Obviously, I'm not going to really do highlighting because that's not what this really does. Although you can go back in with the light. And go up, blend it in, blend it out. Kind of looks like a little bit like I've self-tanned. Now I'm going to take a little of this into my eyebrow. Just comb it in with my fingers. Comb it in with my fingers. Now it's not a full eyebrow, but it looks a little more groomed than it did. I also have some skin discoloration. Oh, that was stupid. Some skin discoloration over here, so I have to like really blend it a little more. Just gonna take that down to my neck, blend it around my face, blend it all in, blend it. A little more contouring. Whoop! Oh, we've ordered our lavalier mic. It's on its way, but I kept waiting because I wanted to get a really good one. But we're just going to go ahead and get like an average one so that I don't have to do this anymore. And now my lips. Again, just mix up the colors. Can put a little, this is my coconut oil that I will take with me wherever I go. Even if I'm on a desert island, I'll crack open a coconut and I'll get coconut oil and I'll put it on my lips. Oh, I guess I lied because that's a second product. I don't like to go too dark on a lip. Anyway, because it makes your lips look smaller. I'll have some color on there. I'll go in again right at the base of my eye to get a little darker right at the base of my eye. Okay, blend that out a little, blend that out a little. And if I was walking out the door, let me put my glasses on. Fred and I do this all the right time. You ready? We go like this. No, I'm just kidding. If I was walking out the door, I would not look completely unmade up. I would look like I put 5 minutes, or at least, what is this? This is new. Oh, it's my shape. Oh, a little more here. Hold on. So I did it without my glasses too. I did one product. I did only used my fingers and no glasses on, and I think I look okay. If you had to, again, this is trapped on a desert island makeup. So if you had to do this and you had to walk out the door looking like this and you had some color in your eyelashes, I don't, and eyebrows, Again, this would just at least smooth you out. And your hair is done. That's it. That is my finished look. I hope you like it. Again, it doesn't have to be e.l.f., but e.l.f., as you know, is one of my favorite products. This retails for about $8. If they lose your luggage and you're tight on cash, you can go to any store, anywhere, and get this. And that's how you do a full face of makeup with one product. Okay, I cheated. I used a little coconut oil, but if you're on it. Hi guys, I had to come back and do a quick PS on this video that I just did. I was watching it. I don't have time to re-record it, but I was watching it and I saw that there was a spot over here and a spot over here, or here and here, I think it was here and here, that weren't blended in. And it wasn't until I rewatched the video that I saw that I hadn't blended properly, but I haven't added any more makeup to the video. I just blended it. I'm a little shiny, but that's okay. I'd rather be shiny than creasy. But this is still the same face of makeup. Oh, and you can see my raggedy old light and my music on my piano, which isn't turned on right now. But I just wanted to let you know, make sure that you finish blending before you walk out the door on that desert island. All right? Love you guys. Peace out. Pretty funny looking. I'm Paulina Brusca.